BAE Systems and the Air Force are working on testing a Leer jet in the air as a test platform engineered with fourth-generation avionics to use command and control with a human operator to operate a nearby drone, conducting both sensor payload operations as well as flight path. The idea is to engineer an aircraft like an F-16 or an F-15 with an ability to no longer need to go through a ground control station. This massively improves latency, enables faster operations, and improves the level of autonomy. The Air Force Chief Scientist in previous interviews with Warrior Maven explained that levels of autonomy are growing quickly so that the day when an F-22 or an F-35 can use command and control measures of autonomy to operate drones and nearby operations is very, very close. And this effort with BAE Systems is moving the trajectory even further along on a faster timetable. This brings a number of important strategic implications outlined in part by a paper from the Mitchell Institute. They talk about how a limited inventory of F-22s, 185 or so, and only 20 B-2 bombers makes it very limited, as the paper describes, in terms of conducting air supremacy operations or destroying enemy air defenses, or in some possible scenarios, engaging in air-to-air combat. So man-to-man teaming, as it calls, affords an entirely new combat reach where you could have a drone, a pilot being at safe distance, conducting command and control, assessing enemy air defenses, in some cases firing weapons with a human in the loop, or functioning as the Pentagon has often talked about an arsenal plane, where you have a host platform that's able to expend or release unmanned systems, control them from the air. In fact, the Pentagon Strategic Capabilities Office has already used the flare of an F-16 to launch small drones called PERDIX. The idea is also to use swarms of small drones to overwhelm enemy air defenses. The more potential targets you have, you could blanket an area with ISR and, of course, continue to operate in the event that several were destroyed. The concept with this is to bring a new generation of autonomy. In some cases, this can be used with an unmanned fighter itself working in close operations with nearby drones. At the same time, there is widespread recognition that the necessary role of a human pilot is not going anywhere, in part because human cognition is quite unique, able to make subjective determinations and assess a number of variables that might be changing in real time. Artificial intelligence and fast-developing algorithms, for instance, can perform a variety of procedures, checklists, and functions to ease what they call the cognitive burden, so that a human in the role of command and control can make decisions faster. Kris Osborn, Warrior Maven.